Yo, how's everybody doing this fine morning? All right, man, getting back into another NBA simulation. Tonight we should have a good one. It's Celtics versus Suns, and we're getting close to the playoffs. Different seedings, games. Some games are going up and down. Hey, crazy. But all right, y'all, let's get this game started and let's make it happen, y'all. Let's get it on.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Drew Holiday.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Phoenix, deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Dunn, and it's Richards in at the center position. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match. We're talking about a big man with excellent touch. Porzingis will never shy away from a mid-range opportunity.
And here's Booker from the arc. Sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep. Boy, you better make sure you're contesting that three ball. That's how good he is.
Now, here's Durant. Last time out, he had 38 points.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
So it's the Celtics now, after the Suns pick up 2. 5 on the clock. Here's Brown. Rebound by the Suns. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
The Celtics have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. White. Done with some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Booker's got 8 points.
Devin Booker ready on the opportunity to take any three he gets. That is pretty.
And with this core of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well. Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at Boston. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference.
And, you know, for Boston, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Outside Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Out to Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Shoots over Richards. Boston again missing.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
A nice shot by Katie.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Brown outside. The three from Tatum. The rebound by Richards. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 14-3 run. To the middle. Booker, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Here's Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Shoots over KD. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Holiday.
Well, you love the way Tatum will take the mid-range if it opens up to him.
And Beal kicks to Durant. Back to Beal. Booker with it. Six on the shot clock. Over Holiday. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here's Tatum for three. It's hauled in by Dunn. Suns leading by 9. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. Tatum against Durant from outside the arc. Tatum's shot is off.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Tatum against Dunn. Pass to Richards. And here's Booker. Releases. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Back to Dunn, and taken away by Brown. And they're moving it up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Don't you love how physical Jaylen Brown is? This guy is not afraid to draw contact.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And that one misses. This season has been full of surprises, Greg. What's surprising you most about the NBA right now?
Kevin, the game evolves constantly. I mean, the increased speed of the league, a lot more scoring. If your eyes aren't glued to the action, you might miss it.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Suns. And he can't hit the second. You know, Doris, few teams have tried to invite Brown to be a shooter. He's punished them each and every time.
And he's had to put in the work, Kevin, to make himself a legit perimeter threat. And listen, the defense has to make choices. Athletically, this is one of the most gifted players in the league. If you're going to concede anything to Jaylen, it'd probably be the three-point shot.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Number 1, the Celtics.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 11-point game. And going against Phoenix, their first meeting of the season.
And there were a few teams that gave them trouble last year, but this team was one that you wouldn't have expected.
Well, if you know Drew Holiday, you know he is more than capable of knocking down these shots at a very high clip.
KD with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Porzingis with the block.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Tatum. It's hauled in by the Suns. Richards got 5 rebounds tonight.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
O'Neal looking around. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Porzingis.
I mean, defensively, you are just contending with so much when you're checking Kevin Durant. It's not just the length. This guy is one of the most skilled, gifted offensive players in NBA history.
And he makes the first. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts.
But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now here is Holiday. Over Booker. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Over the years, Drew Holiday very willing to take those mid-range opportunities.
Outside, O'Neal. Back to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Brown. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Porzingis with a screen on Beal. Here's White. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And we talk about Derek White. Doris, how impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
And the first one drops.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
Jones checked in for Bradley Beal. And a change for the Celtics. Horford's checked in. And both free throws good for White.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Booker outside. And it's sent back by White.
That's anticipation on the defensive end by Derek White. Send it back, young sir.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And checking out some numbers for Derek White.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Brown. White setting the pick for Brown. Back to White. Horford with the screen on Booker. Here's White. He takes it in. Rebound by the Suns. Booker right side. White trying to get open. Shots good by Booker.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Porzingis. He had 16 points in the win against the Kings in Sacramento. Jones against Holiday. Now Jones. O'Neal a screen on Holiday. Jones drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's a 12-point Suns lead.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Brown sets a screen for Horford. Over O'Neal. Good as the jump shot falls.
Just such a smart, opportunistic shooter. Al Horford with the jumper. Yeah, that'll work.
Booker with it. He had 19 points in the win against Milwaukee.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Here's Holiday after the Suns pick up 2. Here's Brown, and Durant sends it back.
I think it's probably the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's game. He's elite defensively and sends that shot back.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Putting up about 10 points a night, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
So for the Suns, Plumlee is checked in for Nick Richards. Grayson Allen comes in for Kevin Durant. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Tyus Jones. And Brown drops them both.
You have to admire the growth of Jaylen Brown. He comes in as an attacking athlete. He's now a better passer, and he absolutely is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Now here's Booker. He's got 16. It's hauled in by Cornette. Brown against Beal. Pass to Pritchard. There's 1:47 left in the first quarter. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Over in the corner, Allen. Back to Booker. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
1:14 left to play here in the first. Here's Pritchard. He's coming off a 22-point game against Sacramento. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Allen dishes to O'Neal. Booker looking around. You know, you talk about a foundational piece. To start his career, Devin Booker toiled through, what, Doris, a half a decade of losing in Phoenix.
It was all of that, Kevin, but what I admired most is through all of that losing, he never stopped working. And the losing never stopped bothering him. He never got comfortable with it. Now, all of a sudden, other players see his talent. They want to join him, and it's a much more competitive basketball team.
Free throw good, Booker. And Doris, one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Boston. Tatum comes in for Brown. Both free throws good from Booker.
Boy, as fantastic as Devin Booker's offensive arsenal is, to me, the best part, his competitive edge and toughness, it sets him apart nightly.
Now, here's Tatum. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And his scoring's going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by the Celtics. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
Booker outside. Three-pointer. Good on the triple. Booker's got 23. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. Right back after this break. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Suns leading by 12. The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Plumlee out there with O'Neal. And it's Jones in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Well, there's plenty of scorers on the Celtics, but Jason Tatum says, I'm going to get my shots. It's just about trusting the process. From experience, I understand that I'm good enough that I can relax and defer a little bit. Then in the fourth, I can score 20 in the quarter. Kevin, he sounds like he's figured it all out.
Thank you so much. You know, he can take over at any time, and it's fun to watch. DA, we thank you for that. Now, here's Tatum. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Here's Pritchard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
The first one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Outside, Jones. Plumlee sets the pick for Jones. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Tyus Jones in pick and roll action is just so solid, folks. Always makes the right decision.
Tatum against Beal. Back to Tatum. Inside, Tatum automatic.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Jones looking for an opening. Screen by O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. O'Neal's got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. Beal against Tatum. The shake. Tatum pulling out one of his many moves.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Jones kicks to Beal. And it's sent back by Horford. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Hauser. He's guarded by Plumlee. Pass to Tatum. Back to Craig. Celtics passing it around. Tatum down low. Defended by Allen. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Tatum. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Suns making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to find out which teams have had the hottest shooters since All-Star. The Suns in second.
No doubt their offense has really hit its stride. I mean, they're making the extra pass and not settling for that first shot that presents itself. And you see that in their shooting percentage.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Outside, Jones. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. The 3 from Tatum.
Three-point field goal.
Suns leading by 7. Outside, Beal. Into the lane. Great D that time from Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And Phoenix has possession after the basket by Boston. Kicks it out to Jones. 6 to shoot. Dunn sets a screen for Jones. And the Suns miss again.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Craig. He averages about 5 points a game. Craig sets a screen. Takes a step back. Pritchard passes to Craig. Off target with his 3. Suns leading by 5. They need this one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul. First team foul. Boston foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
That free throw missing. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. The Celtics also changing it up. Porzingis is checked in for Horford. And it's Holiday in for Torrey Craig. That's off as well, so he misses both. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Jones checked in for Mason Plumlee. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Pritchard. Suns moving the ball around. Phoenix, no good that time either.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Doris, from the moment Jason Tatum entered the NBA, he has been the guy on his team. How big a burden do you think that is for a player to carry?
Well, Jason Tatum, regardless of how much responsibility he has always worn it gracefully. This young man, from the time he was a little kid in St. Louis, has dreamed of leading an NBA team. He is doing exactly that.
And that one falls for Tatum.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Free throw good, Booker.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Both free throws good from Booker. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Holiday against Booker. Brown feeling it out a bit. Just 5 to shoot. Fades away. Boston, no good that time either.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
First one falls for him. So for the Suns, Plumlee comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Bradley Beal. Both free throws good from Booker. Celtics trail by 5. And here's Holiday. He's got 5. Brown outside. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Easy money for Kristaps Porzingis. That's 7-3 we're talking about.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They've led by as many as 14 points. Jones kicks to Booker. White with the defensive effort. Boston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. They grabbed their own miss.
Well, this second quarter has proven to be a turnaround. This guy looking much more comfortable all of a sudden.
Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. Durant uses his size in close.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Suns in second.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide open long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the three.
The Suns leading. Jones, the pass to Dunn. Booker in the corner. They set the pick. Drops one in from the wing. Booker's got 29 in the game.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
White finds Brown. Holiday sets the pick for Brown. To the paint. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Brown. Holiday's got 7 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Plumlee. Down low. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Outside Tatum. White, a screen on KD. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
You can see Jason Tatum not letting the pressure get to him, just calmly sinking the bucket.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
First free throw is good.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Bol comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Grayson Allen subbed in for Kevin Durant. He hits both from the stripe. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Pass to Jones. Here's Dunn. For 3, Booker. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
He started the game scorching the Nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now, look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Monday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And for that game against Miami, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And it's tied up with that one. And the Suns making a change here. O'Neal's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And taking a look now at stats for Booker. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Putting up about 24 points per, 8 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum finds a way.
Boy, it took him a while to warm up, but since the second quarter, he's on fire.
Now O'Neal. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Inside, and there's another turnover by the Suns.
And now a look at Jason Tatum. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And as you said, one of the NBA's most potent scorers. Always up to the challenge. His top 5 ranking has him right there with the elite. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Phoenix. Beal comes in for Allen. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
That, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now here's White. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. Tatum on the wing. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Holiday throws it down.
This is the problem with a big, strong guard like Jrue Holiday. The contact is like it doesn't even exist. He'll finish anyway.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Celtics.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
And we all hear talk about Jrue Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him. Yeah, Booker welcomes this offensive responsibility, very capable of carrying the load.
Outside, White. Back to Brown. In the corner. Tatum with it. The three-pointer, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside, O'Neal. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 6. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. O'Neal, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Tatum with the finish. finish on a beautiful break.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
Booker against Holiday. Booker with it. 33 points for him. From deep three-point land. The shot will not fall. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early, and it feels good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Hello and welcome, basketball fans. The first half coming to an end with a deficit for the Phoenix Suns.
I like how they've been eating the glass. Figuratively, no one should eat glass.
Just barbecue chicken.
It's the centerpiece of healthy, balanced diet, Ernie.
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
In that game against the Spurs, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Suns trail by 5. On the floor for Boston. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. Beal dishes to Booker. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. That's to Porzingis. It's tipped. Outside, Beal. Oh, Durant, what concentration.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Holiday finds Tatum. Back to Holiday. Tatum with the screen on Booker. Here's Holiday. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Well, Drew Holiday just so strong with the basketball. Very hard to knock this guy off his course.
Pass to Booker. To the inside. Here's Richards. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now here is Holiday. 12 points for him. Now here's Brown. Clock at 4. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's White. A 3-pointer off the mark. Suns trail by 3. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Holiday against Booker. Pass to KD. Oh, the Suki smooth three from KD.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Here's Holiday. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Buries it from three-point range. Porzingis has got 9 points.
But he's got the green light. Porzingis understands. Be ready on the catch.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
T-shirts could be coming your way. The loudest fans get shirts. Here come the T-shirts, everyone. Who wants one? Loudest section of the arena gets free T-shirts. T-shirt time, everyone. Let's go.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Kevin Durant. Averaging about 27 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
Now here's Booker. 33 points for him. Right side, Kevin Durant. Over Holiday, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. KD's got 7 points here in this quarter. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Outside, Tatum. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Porzingis with a screen on Booker. Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by Dunn. Dunn's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over Porzingis. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And it's denied. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Brown finds Holiday. And here is Tatum. No good on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The powerful flush by Durant.
Yeah, that's the size and reach of Kevin Durant at the rim. Yes, sir.
Boston trailing. Outside Tatum. And stolen by Dunn. Kicks it out to Booker. Over Brown. And there's Booker on the assist by KD. And that's now 35 points for Devin Booker. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Tatum. 27 points for him. Brown outside. Over Dunn. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Brown's got 7 points.
Brown showing off that delicate touch, becoming much more reliable with his jumper the longer he plays in the NBA.
Back to Booker. To the middle. Looking for Richards and gets it there. Count that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. White bounce pass. Here's Brown, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
Don't you love how Brown just barrels into the teeth of the defense? This is a shifty forward who knows how to get to the rack.
Here's Booker. Here's Dunn. It's hauled in by Brown. The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. No good. Nice D from Durant. The Suns have gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. Beal can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Booker following the miss by Porzingis. Done with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Durant down low. Brown's there. The second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. 12 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. For the tie. Hits it from three-point range. Tatum's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Just tremendous understanding and fundamental basketball by Jason Tatum in pick and roll action. Beautiful.
Beal the pass to Booker. Jacks up a 3. And that's collected by Drew Holiday.
Still looking for his first triple of the half. He had 3 at the break.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. Holiday against Booker. A 3 from Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Suns. They've led by as many as 14 points. Beal with it. He's picked up by White. Beal dishes to Booker. Outside for Beal. 5 to shoot. Pulls it from 20. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Pass to Tatum. Nice move. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, you like the level of aggression right there from Jason Tatum. Committed to scoring on the interior and draws the contact.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Suns.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
And that one falls for Tatum. O'Neal's checked in for the Suns. Allen comes in for Dunn. Pritchard, he's checked in for Boston. And so Tatum nails them both. Here's Booker. He has 35. It's Allen on the wing. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got his 8th assist in the game. And Holiday kicks to Porzingis for the lead. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Booker. Fires for 3. The rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Pritchard. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And this is outstanding vision by Jaylen Brown. This guy dishing the ball beautifully to his teammates.
Booker the pass to Richards. Allen outside. Outside, O'Neal. Allen with the screen for O'Neal. Pass to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from free throw range. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the paint. Here's Tatum. For the lead. No good on that one. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Beal. Over Holiday. And again, it's the Suns missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. And that will be the 5th game of the 6-game road trip. Lets a floater go. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Suns shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. The shot by Beal, no good. The Celtics shooting well. They're at 45%. The big challenge in Beal's career, Doris, has been staying consistently healthy, right?
There's no question about it, Kevin, because you never have doubted the talent. I mean, Bradley Beal is a 3-tool player. He came into the league as an elite shooter, but now has become incredibly good with the basketball in his hand. The good news, he's always been resilient and fought hard to come back as quickly as possible.
Now here's Beal. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Beal's got it all tied up now for the Suns. Brown against Allen. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Doris, when you take a look at someone like Royce O'Neal, what do you see?
I mean, so many things, Kevin. There's great intangibles with this young man. Hard worker, incredibly smart defensively, versatile defensively, and he's so often matched up against the opponent's best scorer and relishes it. I love that.
So for the Suns, Plumlee is checked in for Nick Richards. And Jones subbed in for Devin Booker. Brown against Beal. Hauser the pass to Brown. 1:14 left in the third quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Here's Cornette. That one good for 2. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Well, Jaylen Brown getting better and better in pick-and-roll situations. There's a real willingness to give up the basketball.
Lets it go from 14. Count the basket.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Pass to Cornette. Here's Pritchard, defended by Jones. A crossover. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here's Jones. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The Celtics shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Here's Brown. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. Got it off in time. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That is a huge three-pointer. Extends the lead at the last possible second. That'll give him a big boost going into the fourth period.
And we've reached the end of the third. Boston on top, up 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Jones is out there with Booker. Then it's O'Neal. Then there's Plumlee. And it's done in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Tatum has worked very hard to improve his finishing game, and that includes sometimes taking contact and earning a trip to the foul line.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Pass to O'Neal. O'Neal is screen on Tatum. Back to O'Neal. It's intercepted. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Tatum with it, defended by Jones. Shot clock at 5. Hauser misses. Suns trail by 7. Dunn right side. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Jones. Misses from short range. Boston leading by 7. Hauser the pass to Horford. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Jones kicks to Booker. Over Tatum. Booker no good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Hauser. He's guarded by Plumlee. And the basket by Hauser.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Jones following the three-pointer by Boston. O'Neal finds Booker. Back to O'Neal. Looking to end the run. The rebound by the Celtics.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Craig. And again, Boston with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Basket counts.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Tatum passes to Horford. Back to Tatum. Sinking that tough shot, Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum is a thirsty scorer, and right now filling it up.
Suns trail by 15. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Tatum. No good from Booker. Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Tatum down low. Dunn covering. The layup off target. Outside, Jones. Pass to Plumlee. And here's Booker from the arc. Devin Booker, 3 right down the hatch.
We've come to expect this from Devin Booker. This guy is a relentless force on the offensive end.
Here's Tatum. Booker pulls it in. Suns have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals, establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Pass to Pritchard. Launches a 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker outside. Horford against Plumlee. O'Neal a screen on Horford. Plumlee attacking. O'Neal kicks to Dunn. 4 on the clock. And here's Booker from the arc. Al Horford with the rebound.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Steps back and fires. Boston, no good that time either.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
And this coaching staff in love with Booker's ability to create his own shot. It's a part of his game that's come a long way.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Big group substitution here for Phoenix. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. Durant comes in for Royce O'Neal. Allen's checked in for Dunn. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Booker. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. During the break, listened in with Joe Mazzulla and his team. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Pritchard. Porzingis with a screen on Jones. Pritchard passes to Porzingis, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Kristaps Porzingis with that release point and that size, difficult to check in the painted area.
KD against Tatum. Durant cans it from short range. KD's got 19 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now here is Holiday. Back to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, when Porzingis is coming off as the cutter in a pick and roll, his desire is to score and finish the play.
Jones, the pass to Richards. Now Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
First free throw is good.
What we are watching with Kevin Durant, guys, is simply greatness. This guy will go down as one of the greatest scorers the game has ever seen.
The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in. The Celtics also with a sub. Derek White's checked in for Pritchard. And both free throws good for Durant.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Outside, Porzingis. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Guys, how about that body control from Porzingis? You think it's easy at 7'3" to gut your way through that kind of contact? That's nice.
At the line for the Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis. One shot.
Here's Booker. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
Inside. And then Durant with the jam.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
Now here's Brown. Outside Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Booker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Holiday, and it's blocked. For the finish, and it's Allen slamming it down.
This is the area of greatest improvement in Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
Durant against Tatum. Out to White. The three ball. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Durant. Pass to Booker. Kicks it out to Allen. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're open, he'll find you.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Outside Durant. The tray. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Holiday's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
How about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
Donnie's checked in for the Suns.
Jaylen Brown. One shot.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Now here's Beal. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Durant.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Brown against Dunn. The three from Porzingis. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 5th assist in this one. Outside Durant. There's the screen. Lets it go from the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Durant's got 27.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Celtics leading by 11. Now here is Holiday. Here's Brown. The rebound by Richards. Richards got his 16th rebound on the night.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Now here's Dunn. And Durant gets it to go. The assist from Dunn. Durant's got 13 points in just this quarter.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
With the step back. The shot from 20 feet away. And again, it's Boston converting.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Booker.
And this is one of those things in Devin Booker's bag that makes him so special. That floater on point.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Here's Tatum. The kick out to Holiday. Tatum with the screen on Beal. The baseline J. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Celtics lead by 10.
This, to me, is Derek White's sweet spot. That mid-range game is on point.
On the wing, Booker, guarded by Holiday. 13 feet away. Booker, no good. Celtics leading by 10.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Celtics.
This has got to feel good. I mean, they never counted themselves out when they were down earlier, and they not only muscled their way back into the game, but wow, they're in a position, shockingly, to win this one easily.
And all about the will to win. You have to admire the perseverance, never doubting one another, having that trust in your coaches. And I really like what we've seen here tonight. Boy, did they earn it.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jason Tatum.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And the first of 2, no good, heartbreaker.
Boy, if there's one big man who exemplifies the evolution of size in the NBA, it's KP. Kristaps Porzingis can stretch the floor. He can get out and run in transition. It's a combination you almost have to have.
And he's good on the second.
Yeah, you'd like to convert them all, but that should still be enough to secure the win.
Here's Booker. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Holiday. Here's Tatum. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Tatum.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Holiday against Booker. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Man, what an ending, man. It was a good game. I thought the Suns were going to pull it off at first, but hey, guess not, you know. But hey, simulations, you know. Maybe it might be an upset tonight, who knows. But yeah, but I appreciate y'all for stopping by, supporting me, watching my videos. But if you don't follow me, I appreciate it. You would. YouTube or Twitch, Millie_money, all your support counts. And